Hey, how's it going, guys? So I wanted to do a stream Horizon Forbidden West. Of course, I did a recorded video, I recorded gameplay for it directly from my PS5, and now I'm capturing this stream from PS5, and I will archive this for my YouTube channel. But I just wanted to do a stream tonight, do something simple to set up here, which is pretty simple on the PS5, and I think the PS5. Uh, the create button is awesome, just how seamless it is. But anyway, um, 50 plus hours into Horizon, 54, over 54 at this point, 40% through it, as you can see. Um, so, yeah, I put a lot of time into this game so far, and I still have a lot to do. And I kind of, um, the first like 20 hours, I was just enthralled by this game. And then I would say the last like 30 hours or so, maybe I haven't been as enthralled. And I gotta say, I've been playing most of the game uh, up till now on very hard difficulty. And at first, I really did enjoy the challenge of playing on very hard and how you really have to think about um, the strategy involved in combat and what weapons you're going to use and what resources you want to use to upgrade certain things and what armors you may wear. I mean, I enjoyed all that. And playing on very hard, you really have to focus even harder on those aspects. Um, but I think playing on very hard made combat feel a little bit tedious, and I think I got kind of um, tired of it. So now, and that's not to say I'm really enjoying this game. I should say that. Um, and I did just switch from performance mode to visual mode. So I wanted to try out the other graphical mode here, and I do gotta say, in terms of how it looks, I mean the graphics just look a lot better on visual mode. It's actually quite noticeable, and I know I have to play on 30 frames if I go down to this mode, but I think I'm willing to sacrifice that as long as it's a steady 30 frames. And I didn't really become I didn't really care too much about 60 frames until this generation. But I think for this game, I'm willing to sacrifice the 60 frames just because it looks a lot better on visual mode, fidelity mode. But no, I should say I'm 50 plus hours in and I'm enjoying Horizon Forbidden West. I think it improves upon a lot of smaller things that maybe Horizon Zero Dawn could have done better. Uh, it still feels like Horizon. I don't think if Horizon Zero Dawn was an 8.5 for me, this game's like maybe like a 9, 9.5, maybe a 9.5. I don't know. So, I mean, I'm really enjoying this game. I and I did I should say yesterday I did put the game onto story mode, which I'm not on story mode now, but I did put the game on story mode just because I think I was just, like I said, I was kind of feeling burnt out from the tedium of playing on very hard. But a few hours ago, I decided I'm gonna just play the rest of the game on normal because I do enjoy combat, even though it could be a little bit tedious. But I expect it to be less tedious now that I'm playing on very hard. Um, but I think part of the reason why, after like 20 hours, that I started to be less enthralled by the game is because I wasn't maybe as immersed into the game because I was like listening to podcasts or music or watching YouTube videos while I was playing. But this is really a game that you really should try to just get immersed into, wear headphones like I am right now. Well, of course, I need to do that to stream, but um, this is a game you really need to try to get yourself immersed into and not try to have any distractions into. But yeah, and you know, the story, uh, obviously there's so much lore within the world Horizon. So just like the first game, there's a lot of like dialogue and a lot of dialogue where you're talking with characters and they're giving a lot of exposition and giving you background knowledge on certain things, which sometimes I admit can get old and I get a little bored of. But I think, again, that comes down to if you're not really wanting to get immersed into the game, it may be annoying. But I think now that I'm willing to be more immersed into the game, I won't be as bothered by that. Not to say I was bothered by it all the time, but I've noticed like in the last week or so, like anytime I had dialogue wheels, I was just like, okay, let's do the next objective in the mission, let's carry it on. But I think sometimes that just happens with these games with me, and I just this is a game I put a lot of time into, and I still have a lot of time left to, so maybe I'm just kind of like anxious to get through it and get the platinum. But what I'm gonna say is now I don't think I was being fair to the game when I put into story mode, and I decided I was gonna try to rush through it. So now I'm like, okay, let's put it on normal, the default difficulty. It will be less tedious, and let's change the graphical mode to get a different, almost different flavor for this game, and it is impressive fidelity mode. So, but anyway, enough chit chatter. Let's get into the game here. I'm just at the main base here, whatever you want to call it. But I've decided, I guess, that I really want to reinvest my energy into this game. I've been playing Gran Turismo 7 the last few days, and I actually am really enjoying it. It's the first Gran Turismo game I played, and I probably will stream that at some point. But what are we up to now? All these missions are on lock. I gotta talk to Varl. To recover a Dementor, one of the guy lost subordinate functions out. Aloy must traverse a vast expanse of wilderness to reach the far western coast. Okay. And I did change my armor when I was on story mode, because I'm like, I don't think it really matters which armor I wear, but most of the game I've been wearing, or for a while I've been wearing the Carja Shadow armor. I don't know about most of the game, but it seems like for like maybe the last 20 hours of this game I've been wearing this armor because it's fully upgraded. So I still need to upgrade these other armors. I think part of the reason I put it onto story mode as well is because I'm just trying to understand the story more, and I was trying to not get wrapped up into the combat as much. But I think you gotta kind of balance it, and I think playing on normal I'll be able to balance my energy into combat and story. But okay, so let's talk to Varl. No, I'm talking a lot so far this stream, but this is kind of the first official stream on my YouTube channel. And I have streamed before. I have a Twitch channel that I haven't streamed on in a few months, but I want to try to stream on this channel and try to put out more content on a regular basis if I can. But let's talk to Varl here.
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough. And then, one day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda a while back. I think she knew Elizabeth Sobek.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
Tilda.
What else can you tell us about Tilda? She liked to talk about her paintings. What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage? She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses. You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel? It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home. And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it? To them, it looked like I was still in training, toiling away, alone. So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view? I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave. You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many. Did it interest you? I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis. Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use? No. Any information about them was redacted.
She cut you off.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is. When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
Yeah, another thing I gotta say is how the characters like emote themselves in cutscenes is so much better than Horizon Zero Dawn, the first game. It's just the facial expressions look more realistic. Just the body language, and they're not stiff. They're not just talking like it's Fallout, and it's not just their mouth is moving. They're really talking and expressing themselves like more naturally and more like real people. And especially when you put it in fidelity mode, you really appreciate it more, which I've noticed since putting it on fidelity mode. But so what do we gotta do? All right, go to Demeter's coordinates. Okay. So this is the next side mission. Let me get on the outside here.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
And platforming in this game is a lot better. What you can climb, there's so much more freedom than the first game.
Huh. The door's unlocked now.
You can't climb anything like it's Breath of the Wild, but there's definitely a lot more freedom. But I will also say sometimes it can be a little janky climbing.
I'm carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're
But
gonna stay a while,
there's still a lot more freedom,
I think I'll keep it here.
and I like
where it'll be safe.
how much more freedom you're given in this game than the first game, where I felt like mobility in the open world of Zero Dawn was kind of a little bit strict.
My old spear. Rost helped me make it when I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now.
Alright, just got my resources up here. I think I actually may change the color of the Aloy's armor here. I've been rocking the black armor for a while.
So the old ones like tiny soldiers?
Alright, I'll talk to these guys later. Let's get into the open world here. Yeah, so hopefully on the stream here it's looking good. I mean, the game is just
The
so
snow brought the chill.
visually stunning. I'm not in front of my computer right now, so I can't really see what the stream's looking like or what I sound like. I'm just streaming right from my television right now. And the glider is something we didn't have in the last game, and of course that's similar to like they have in Zelda Breath of the Wild there. But I don't think I'm gonna do the story mission just because that's so far away. I could fast travel. Let me see if I can maybe do some side missions here or maybe some errands. It's gonna Tanaka was posted a dangerous old watchtower. Where's that? Oh, that's way over there. Alright, let's do that. The Desert Clan faces new problems, and all eyes are on Draka. He could use the help of a trusted ally. Meet Draka self of Alden Spear. Okay. Of course, we have all these jobs, upgrades, and it's just, it's kind of overwhelming. And another thing I wasn't doing for a while, after like 20 hours, is I just stopped reading all the, what do you call them? Like the notebook stuff and the collectibles and the audio logs. I stopped like consuming that, but I mean it's optional stuff. Obviously, you don't need to, but it really does expand upon the lore, and there is a lot of lore in this world, and it's very, very well written, I think, and I'm impressed how fleshed out it is. But yeah, I still got a good portion of the map to unlock here, so how am I doing for meals? I may have plenty of fast travel packs, huh? Alright, let's just enough talk. Let's get some stuff done here, huh? Maybe I'll go over here. You really got to play this game with headphones too. Just the music, the sound effects, and everything. It's just everything about this game is AAA. The production value is just off the charts good. And, you know, Sony first-party games usually have such a good production value. And Horizon Forbbiden West is no exception. Let me see if I can, bristle back. Yeah, so I'm hoping I'm now rejuvenated to play this game because I kind of did lose interest, but I think I am rejuvenated to play through this, play a lot of hours. All right, so let's get to the main path here. Sometimes it's easier to get on the main path and then go on your mount. I gotta get down here. I just want to see if I can, I know I have a couple of skill points here. Maybe do a little bit more in machine mountain here. Machine elemental, overridden machines deal more damage with elemental attacks. Yeah, I want to try to dive a little bit deeper into this skill tree here.
People in trouble.
People in trouble? Alright, enough out here.
Chance. Time. Fire discipline, Hakakto. Not out of this yet. Rise to the challenge. Hit that one, Kitaka. Watch them.
Yeah, aiming definitely feels different in 30 frames. Kinda gotta get used to that.
That's the last of the chargers. Let's find out what those Tanakh are doing here.
Hatakto, over here.
I gotta say, I haven't really done too many of these encounters. I usually just ignore them. It looks like they have something to say here.
Next time, Hatakto, you fall.
How did you end up in trouble with those chargers?
You need to answer our questions. We don't answer yours.
Hatakto, this must be the Nora who defeated Regala at the Grove.
That doesn't mean she's an ally.
That's pretty much exactly what that means. And we've enough to do chasing down these Regala zealots without picking fights with Nora warriors.
Regala's desert Tanakh. We should be fighting alongside her instead of sitting this out.
Regala has forgotten her duty and let her anger at the Karja draw us into... We will speak about this later. You fought with courage and honor. You're free to go on to the Grove, Nora.
Regala's broken her duty, then why aren't we bringing her to justice?
Because we follow orders. Orders are within sight.
So what did I just unlock?
Questions like that got us to the start.
Did I unlock a new area or something? Now, I haven't got this tall neck yet. I've been trying to figure out how you,
Draka should be around here somewhere. I'll handle this!
how do I climb it? Somewhere I can jump. Let me scan it. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna do this later. Let's go do the... Get away from those guys.
Draka should be around here somewhere. I need to help him look for that missing kid.
Alright, let's get off the mount here. Is that him over there? Yep. Try to stay
Thanks for
low.
coming. I could use the help.
I just want to show you guys what I've been investing my skills into. So early on, I was really investing a lot of my skills into the warrior tree. I don't know, just because I really wanted to see the improvements into melee, which there are improvements in the melee system in this game. Melee is more useful in this game. But obviously the main form of combat is still archery. I mean, that's what Aloy's best skill is. You can invest a lot into the warrior tree and doing other range attacks on that, but I think the hunter tree is definitely the default tree and probably the tree you should try to max out first. And early on, I wasn't really invested too much into the infiltrator, which is like stealth. But I've been doing more of that lately, so. Alright, let's talk to Draka.
This is it. Sand, dirt, red clay. Just like you said from looking at the kid's court. You want to use that fancy relic of yours to look around? See if he was here? You might want to start near the bird. Keeps squawking like it knows something. Stupid flying vermin.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Just want to make sure here I'm actually streaming. I haven't done too much of this on directly from my PS5, so let me just quickly check. Yep. And I can confirm, guys, I've been streaming.
Red. Use your relic. Find the kid. Are you heading out? I guess I'll wait here.
Yeah, the create button on the PS5 it's very good, and it's just like the share button on the PS4. But just having an internal capture card, being able to stream like this, or just capture gameplays, I think it's done better on this console than on the Xbox Series X.
Good. You're back.
Yeah, and that's what I will say. I mean, you can stream and record on Xbox, but I just think it's so much more seamless on PS5.
Come on, look around. That kid's been missing for 2 days. Mind slowing down there, champion killer?
Alright, I'll slow down.
There. Small footprints. Faint, but the tracks lead away from here. Draka! I found a trail. It might be the child.
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
You alright? You seem a little down.
Guess so. Turns out that more power means more problems. I thought that with Yara finally gone, I could just make things better.
Doesn't really work that way, huh?
Everyone wants everything all the time. Food, water, protection. When they don't get what they want, blades come out.
I was annoying.
I remind you of anything?
Yeah, me with Yara. I get it. Okay, you made your point.
I gotta give a shout out to the spears in this game. I don't remember them from the first game. I can't remember if they were in the first game or not, but I really do like the spears when I'm not using the standard bow and arrow.
I need help!
There you are. You're safe now.
No! There's machines out there!
Time for a scrap.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
By the 10. That thing won't go down easy.
Alright, what are they weak to? find weak spots. Gotta weaken that armor. For the local stew. Gotta get closer. Get out of there. Alright. Done with that.
Yeah, now that's a hit.
Get the power shots going. My super ability. Alright, get out of there. Get the long range bow out. Did I get him? stun him. There we go.
Think we're about to have a party crasher.
Nice. Got his one of his cannons off there.
The merrier.
Holy crap. Alright. Time for my super. Almost got him.
Thunderjaw's down.
There we go.
Take care of that Stormbird.
Alright. That was awesome. I defeated a Thunderjaw very hard. My god. Was that something else?
Where are you
Took
going?
about three times as long on very hard to beat it. Well, this Thunderjaw's not even attacking. Alright. Why do we even need a gauge at this point? We gotta protect the child. Alright, now he sees us. Did you even come down here? Can I reach him? Nope. I believe their weakness is shock. Right? Oh, this is a Stormbird. So they're not weak to shock? Alright. What are they weak to? Alright. So they're weak to acid, which I have on me.
Glad you're back.
I never left. These things are fast. Try one of these. Of course I miss. Nice. Knocked him out. Stunned him. This is where melee is useful, when they're stunned. Oh. Nice. Resonator blast. Alright. Alright, let's try that again. Grab a few more of these guys. Stun them again. those. Oh. Ah, man. There we go. Let's try one of these. Try to weaken that armor if I can. And I miss. Nice. Power shots again. There you are. Oh, nice. There we go. Stunned them. Almost got him. There we go. Nicely done. I mean, you can see how this game can be a little bit tedious with the combat, especially if that was on very hard there. I would probably be at it for another 10 minutes.
I should check on Draka and the kid.
And not to mention I probably died multiple times. But I really wasn't dying too much. It really wasn't the challenge of very hard that kind of turned me off. It was just the tedium of it. It was fights became just way too long and overdrawn. And it just kind of hurt the epic feeling of it. It just because then it started to just feel like a chore after a while. But now playing on normal, which I can show you. I'm playing on normal. I don't know why I need to show you, but I'm playing on normal, and I think I kind of want to just show you guys the amount of settings they have, and you really can play around with the settings here. It's quite a accessible game, and that's what PlayStation first-party games are known for being, very accessible games, which I got to applaud Sony's developers for making them accessible, making anyone, any age, any ability, I can play these games and enjoy them. But anyway, let's yeah, so I think I'm enjoying playing this game more on normal, and I think I'm enjoying it more playing it in fidelity mode. I'm still getting used to the 30 frames. It definitely feels a little bit different in combat, especially when you're running. You really feel it. My brain's gonna have to get used to that, but it seems like it's a steady 30 frames from when I played. So what's the deal with this kid?
Okay, little soldier. You're all right now. What happened?
I just wanted to go on a hunt, but I got lost, and then the machines chased me, and...
Oh, okay. You're safe now. All right, just give me a minute with my friend here, and then I'll take you back to Scalding Spear.
Thank you, Commander.
Hey, no need for rank. Just call me Draka. You really helped me out. I'd like to say I could have taken those machines one-on-one, but...
The kid's okay. That's all that matters.
Yeah, his parents would be glad to have him back. His squad, too.
And the rest of the clan?
I won't lie. I needed a win. It'll help shore up my support.
Glad I could help. Just remember, you took the job. Now you have to live up to your responsibilities.
I know. I have to rise to the challenge for the clan. No other option.
Did I just hear humility?
Of course. I'm great at that. Oh, before I forget. Here, take this. Couldn't have done this without you. Oh, and don't worry about the kid. I'll get him home safe.
All right. That's pretty cool, huh? I think I'm gonna... alright, leveled up. Let's, maybe invest more into Machine Master. Yeah, let's, try this. Split and Spike. I'll just spike... Splits into multiple projectiles that impact a large area. Sounds good. Alright. So I think what I'm gonna do here now, guys, is I think I'm gonna just do something real simple and quick. I'm gonna change up the look at Aloy here, and I am enjoying doing this stream. I think I'm not going to go too much longer here. I'm going to archive this, of course, and if you enjoyed this, I would love if you could leave a like. If this is the first time you're watching my content, if you could subscribe and hit the notification bell, that'd be awesome. But I think I'm going to change Aloy's look here and change the color of the face paint and armor. One thing I'm kind of paranoid is my headset that I'm wearing. It's hard to tell when the mic's on and off, so I'm pretty sure it's been on most of the stream, but I'm gonna find out. And if I've been muted most of the stream, then that's a big epic fail on my part. But let's we'll just travel here, right on the back. But I think I'm rejuvenated in this game, and I'm excited to really get re-immersed into it. So this game is just impressive, and I think it deserves my time. Production value, the story, the combat. There's nothing I can say about this game that's a glaring weakness. Is everything this game does the best I've ever seen in a video game? No.
Dawn. This isn't a place for a machine.
But it's just From top to bottom, this game is just high quality AAA. All right.
That's a nice color.
Trade with the Dyer? I think so, yeah. I did have this. I like the blood dusk look. I think I'll go back to that actually.
A good finishing touch.
And the face paint, is it? Oh yeah, I think the face paint is actually. Oh no, it's here. Painter, right.
Your trade is welcome.
Greetings, warrior.
All right. Should probably try to match the armor a little bit. Do you have a? Oh, that's the Tanakh. I want something kind of more subtle. That I currently have, which still looks pretty good. I kind of like the look at that, but it doesn't really match. I like the. I know this doesn't match, but I do like the blue. I think I'll go with this. Alright, got a new look for Aloy. Alright, so I think I'll wrap up the stream here, guys. I did enjoy this. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe. Do all that fun stuff. And I think I'll be back more with more streams of Horizon Forbbiden West. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one.